Welcome to My Mushroom Health, fungi you can feel. Today we're going to be talking about mushrooms for migraines. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're talking about migraines and cluster headaches. That's what CH stands for. Migraines and cluster headaches are chronic and very debilitating to those who suffer. Prescription medications are designed to treat these conditions, commonly cause other issues with minor to severe side effects. Migraines can last for hours to days, cluster headaches can last for weeks, even months, and those who suffer are desperate for relief. So let's talk medical studies for a moment. On NCBI, this study on migraines and cluster headaches, we're putting the link here in the description for you if you choose to look at that. This is really primarily about mushroom compounds used for these conditions, and the psychedelic tryptamines were used the most and described as remarkably effective and constituted a majority of the reports from mushroom users. For prophylactic treatment of cluster headaches, the psychedelic tryptamines were typically seen as the primary realistic option. Only psychedelic mushroom treatments were shown to stop the reoccurrence of cluster cycle, and cannabis had few results compared to the mushrooms, obviously because we know THC builds up in the brain and can cause neurological inflammation. So, moving on, gut issues. Headaches can be caused by gut issues. Antibiotics destroy good gut bacteria as well, and prescription medications alter gut microbes. Food sensitivities. I suggest research foods to avoid for your blood type. This can definitely help because some foods that you may be eating may not be good for your blood type, which cause histamine response in the body. So if you know what types of foods your body prefers, you can avoid basically inflammatory responses. Processed meats and cheese, along with glyphosate in many wheat and corn-based foods, obviously bad for the gut. Stop consuming dairy and cheese to start, and things will change within weeks. I have seen this in my previous CBD business with thousands of clients. Just getting them off cheese and dairy and too much red meat, their body completely changed. Okay, let's move on to stress. Stress and migraines. Stress can cause acute and chronic changes in certain brain areas, which can cause long-term damage. These stress hormones will hinder the hippocampus from receiving enough energy by diverting glucose levels to surrounding muscles, creating pain and inflammation. Stress affects many memory functions and cognitive function of the brain as well. Dehydration. Research is conflicting on the long-term effects of dehydration on the brain, but what we do know is dehydration and loss of sodium and electrolytes can cause acute changes in memory and attention, as well as cause pain or headaches. The body needs water to remain in balance. And you can get water from drinking water, but you can also get it from lots of vegetables, especially green cruciferous vegetables. So, let's move on to what side. Depending on which side of the head the pain is present can point to a possible cause. Left side of the brain, thymus gland issues or toxins. Right side of the brain, thyroid problem or chemical imbalance, or something going on with the hippocampus. The thymus gland is a small organ behind the breastbone that plays an important function both in the immune system and endocrine system. Though the thymus begins to atrophy or decay during puberty, its effects work on the T lymphocytes to fight infections for a lifetime. T lymphocytes, also known as T cells. So let's talk about T cells. A T cell is a type of lymphocyte white blood cell. It plays an important role in the immune system by attacking virus-infected cells, foreign cells, pathogens, and cancer cells. The T in T cell stands for thymus. They originate in the bone marrow, and the thymus is where the T cells mature. Now, the thyroid gland is an endocrine gland in the neck consisting of two connected lobes. The lower 2/3 of the lobes are connected by a thin band of